Hi everyone, hope you well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin. Big of the CoinsKid crew. So some coins are pumping, some coins are dumping. Really, really simple. So crypto blocks is a feature I created for the CoinsKid crew a couple of weeks ago. Released it to them. They've been having a lot of success with this particular section. I've been getting a lot of good feedback about this section. So what we're looking at, there's a how to use guide that I've created for yourselves on what to look for and the trades to track. But what I'm looking for is the color block. So basically, I'm looking for a long, I'm looking for a yellow block. If I'm looking for a short, I'm looking for a red and orange block basically. So I'm looking for coins that are yellow to go long. So there's this coin just there, ALPH, was in a state of extreme fear. So this is the micro time frame right now. Now what we have got is this channel coming down. Look at this, got a beautiful little channel that's trending down like this, and we've got the bullish divergence that's forming at the bottom just down these pivot points. So we've got a triple bullish divergence down here where we're making these higher lows, and we've got the lower lows in the index. So right now, if this coin starts to come up and closes above the 20 EMA on the hourly time frame, I would look to go long and ride it back up into the God candle back test just there on MEXC. Now the links are in the video description. Don't go with life savings, don't be an over leveraged degen, but this is a little micro trade using crypto blocks that I created for the CoinsKid crew. So basically what I would look for is a close above the 20 EMA. At that point, if it starts to come up and we're creating that bullish divergence continually, we're looking at a nice little trade or around about 15% into that God candle back test just there, which is basically a double top. Look at that, with a God candle breakdown, and we've not back tested it. So we're trending down in this channel like this on the 20 EMA on the hourly time frame. We start to take it out, we start to create reversal, and that will be a level of resistance for me. And it's just a little long up on MEXC. Really, really simple. But again, don't go in life savings, don't be over leveraged degen, and always obviously apply stop loss. So what I'm looking at right now, that is the ticker ALPH. So if you're looking for a short opportunity, we could look for this coin here. We could even look at XRP, but at the minute I think it's quite dangerous to short XRP because I think it might be a bit of a crowded trade. So I'm going to look at this particular coin here, CTC. So on the hourly time frame, this is obviously breaking out. It's come upstairs, doing incredibly well, but we do have a double bearish divergence just there on the hourly time frame. So what I would look for is a triple bearish divergence to increase the probability of a drawdown, and then obviously a triple bearish divergence down here on the lower highs as well. So this trend line could offer a nice little short opportunity. Again, I think we can short this on MEXC. The coin is Creditcoin, and I'll be looking to short that CTC on MEXC right there. Look for the triple bearish divergence, go short, stop loss pivot high, and then ride it all the way down, and you'll be looking at support below. You could have a nice little trade down to this ascending triangle of roughly 40.041. It's quite a big trade, but I would wait for the triple bearish divergence to kick in, draw back down. It's a whopping trade, around about 34% short opportunity on Creditcoin, CTC on MEXC right there. So that's a little update on how to find longs and shorts just using crypto blocks. Let me dive into the Bitcoin chart right now to see what we can see, okay? So right on cue, if you take a look at that. So we basically create the trigger point just there, and what's happened to Bitcoin? It's going sideways in a range. So talk about timing. Look at that, beautiful. As soon as we hit this and drop below the line, what's happened to Bitcoin? It's going from left to right basically. So we're looking at Bitcoin chart in a moment with you. Now it doesn't guarantee that this is it, this is the absolute top. We need to see a little bit more structure in the price structure going forward to give us that forecast, but it is a warning shot, okay? And this is why I've relayed to you, I'm rotating some of my Bitcoin into altcoins at this point, especially XRP, and we're doing incredibly well at that point, but that's a separate story. But what I'm looking at right now, there is a warning shot according to the data that we are very close to the top here for Bitcoin, but I don't quite see 5 waves to the upside just yet on the micro. I do on the macro, but not on the micro. Okay, so I'm going to go through that with you. But if we look at the previous cycle in 2017, and the comparison in time is absolutely ridiculous. If we take a look at this, this was 2017, this was November just there, okay, which is pretty much literally where we've just created this retail top indicator. We dropped down, what happened to Bitcoin? Went from left to right, then it continued in its final 5th wave, blow off top, and then rolled into the correction. And all this down here trending under this red line on the retail top was indication of that, okay, that retail exit liquidity was here for us right now, okay? All the blood, the fear, the depression that we've been buying since the low in November 2022, right now this is where we should be maximizing our profit, selling to the moon boys and the moon tards and the people that are late to the party that we've been having since November 2022. Really is that simple. Exit liquidity is here. So basically what I'm looking at right now, we've got a trigger warning, we've got a trigger shot, we've got a warning shot, and right on cue, Bitcoin's going left to right. Simple, okay? So this is why at this point, I think XRP, certain coins that I'm looking at are an opportunity. A lot of people think I'm a moon tard, bull tard, bear top, whatever. I'm just trying to maximize as much money making opportunity in this channel, in this crypto market, as I can for you, okay, and myself, obviously. So going forward, what we need to do is look at what happened in November 2017 and what potentially could be in front of us right now going forward. So I'll zoom in and let's take a look at the charts, okay? So if we take a look at the last cycle here, the last big cycle in 2017, this is the first trigger warning that we saw in November. Okay, and you can clearly see that, you know, the total 2 is beginning to break out of the range just there. And at that point, when we created that particular signal, Bitcoin pretty much doubled from that point. But the altcoins, the total 2, which is a yellow line just there, absolutely rocketed. Okay, it took off into space. Now at the top here, which was an indication of the top for Bitcoin and obviously the crypto cycle, was the fact that Bitcoin topped, had a rug pull, came down in correction, total 2 broke its structural high, and then boom, you know, Bitcoin didn't. It made a lower high. So that was a confluence right there that was an alt season. And to accompany that, we've seen the breakdown in the Bitcoin dominance, okay, which is currently what we're not seeing. So that always, in my opinion, is equally confidence of the fact that the top of the cycle is in. This is why I don't necessarily think the top of this cycle is in, but it's beginning to form. This is something I'm trying to relay to you. So I think there's lots of opportunity across the board here for a lot of these altcoins that are lagging, you know, and just going sideways to eventually do something like they did there in the total 2. So we are beginning to see quite a nice structural move in total 2. So I'll go through that with you. But so far so good. We got the trigger point way back there in November. We were going sideways in total 2. Then we really did break out. But what we got is a top for Bitcoin with a pi cycle top as well. We came back down in the A, flourished in the B, made the lower high, and total 2 absolutely broke out. So again, this is something we need to look for towards the end of this cycle to build confidence of the cycle actually being over. So if we zoom to the right now and look at exactly what's going on in the current time frame with total 2, you can clearly see we're coming up with stairs. We're getting the first warning shot right now in the you know, retail top, which is pretty much this correction that we're going through. And then Bitcoin, if it continues to flourish here and comes down in an A, makes a lower high B, and total 2 is breaking out of its previous pivot high, then the stage is set. We don't quite see it just yet to call the top of this particular cycle for Bitcoin and crypto. I think we're quite a bit away from that, especially in the altcoins. And this is an indication and price structure that I'm looking for that we just don't necessarily see yet to call the tippy top for altcoins. Okay, this is why if we're just respecting the previous cycle, we're getting the warning shot. The signs are here, the retail's here, you know, the exit liquidity that we've been waiting for so long after buying the blood fear and depression, these altcoins and Bitcoin, is eventually coming here. And this is the signs and the, you know, the things we need to look for that are indicative of the end of the cycle. This is something I'm trying to relay to you. So over the next few months here, we could be in for a very, very good time for altcoins. But one of the things we're looking for is a dump in Bitcoin, a lower high B, and then boom, total 2 breaks out that structural previous local high. If it's doing that and Bitcoin's not, boom, just like in that previous cycle just here as well, where you're coming down like this again. Look at this, you're coming down here in the A, in the B, total 2's breaking out with the pi cycle top. If we get the same again as we did in that cycle again, that's it, we're out, you know, we're cooked. We've got the indications in the total 2 chart married with a pi cycle top, and obviously, you know, Bitcoin making that lower high as well. We're done, we're out the market, and we've got confidence right there. So that's what I'm waiting for, and hopefully it comes. Hopefully, you know, we don't miss it, we don't skip it. But at that point, I will be relaying that message to you. I'm sure a lot of people will say no way, but this is what I'm looking for. Really simple, just like in this particular cycle here. Here's your top, your A wave down, your B wave, what happened? Total 2 flourished just here. We go to the left, you know, we came down in the A wave, what happened? Pi cycle top, B wave, we flourished in the total 2. So this is why at this point I think that, you know, going forward, total 2, which is basically altcoins excluding Bitcoin, then I think they're the play going forward, because they're down here, they're lagging Bitcoin, which is already broken out, telling us that we're in a bull market. Really simple. So this is all I'm relaying to you. The opportunities in altcoins, not necessarily Bitcoin from this point, because if Bitcoin goes up, you know, creates a pi cycle top, you're looking at a double if you're lucky. If we break this 95k barrier, then the next level resistance is your moving average around about 117k for Bitcoin. I hope it does that. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to a new update on Bitcoin. Bye bye.